around the garden about 900 times. I'm so in love with it though. Starting with just plain water and a piece of chicken wire, just because it's quite a wide mouth and you don't want everything to lean all to one side. So the chicken wire will keep things where you put them. Darts gold, which is just here, just starting to flower. Isn't it gorgeous? Start with our Darts Gold 9 bark, and I have cleaned the stem so there's no foliage below the waterline. There, can you see? It's just staying exactly where I put it. There we go. I'm going to put in some of my rested Euphorbia. Can you see? It's just the perfect complement with the 9 bark. Share this with you. So any of the lower leaves, which would be below the waterline, I always park just a little vase of water. I always have one on hand, and I find that by the time you finished your arrangement, you've usually got enough leftovers for a little jam jar arrangement too. A little step back, and I think it's looking really good, but I think I need a little more of the 9 bark over this side here. When they're small like this, you can actually use them for buttonholes. I usually put a bit of floristry wire and take the foliage off so that they don't wilt, but they add a lovely freshness. And I think that looks good just as it is. So if you would be happy with the arrangement on your kitchen table, just like that, it means your foliage is done. Time for some sweet rocket filler flowers. We need a different shape, and you can just see this Orlea grandiflora is perfect. I love it. I think we could probably just do with one more back there. What do you think? Vase life on these is absolutely incredible. They're just so cool, aren't they? Entirely honest, this entire arrangement has been made to be a platform for these amazing poppies. I can't believe that these exact flowers have been blooming since March. I've finally given them a chop now, but you can see that every single bud, every single one has bloomed. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. And the other thing is, look how lovely they look with the Viburnum. It flowers at the exact same time as these Ranunculus. I think it's the green in the eye which makes it such a good match. That is going to look incredible in a vase, isn't it? Not going to cut the stem because it is so beautiful that I want it to float above the arrangement. Only flower that can hold its own next to the poppy is the rose, and this is Desdemona from David Austin. 12 lower stems are now coming in very handy just to tuck in underneath the rose, because we need to dress the lip of the vase. Putting in some of our Swan Cottage black and white, well technically navy and white, but they call them black and white anemones. Making myself some sweet peas to go with the Ranunculus and the poppies. These are Spring Sunshine Champagne and Valerie Harrod. Thinking it needed a little bit of colour over here, but I didn't want to put anything too much, so a couple of the champagne sweet peas is perfect. It's had a rest, and I've got my glass of wine. I think it's ready for its picture. Can you see just how much better it looks after a rest? It's incredible, isn't it? Even the sweet rocket is standing up, standing to attention for you. It's just going to smell amazing in the house. Dragged it up to my favourite spot, which is also right next to the house, because this is going in the sitting room fireplace this evening. The scent is incredible. My very own Chelsea flower show.